Hey Reddit. What are some psychological life hacks you can do to give you an advantage in situations? Subscribing helps the channel. I'll give you $1 to subscribe.
When a group of people laugh, people will instinctively look at the person they feel closest to in that group. Read. Wanna know who wants to bone who? Look at who they look at when everyone laughs.
If someone else knew this trick and looked at you to see who you were looking at and vice versa, you would both think you liked each other.
Can't wait to put this into practice.
If you ask someone a question and they only partially answer, just wait. If you stay silent and keep eye contact, they will usually continue talking.
My boss does this. Making excuses for being late was brutal. Me. I'm sorry I'm late. Car trouble. Silence. And terrible traffic. Silence. I overslept. Silence. I'll work late tonight. Boss. I own you. Thanks so much for the gold, stranger.
I have to agree that silence is an extraordinarily underutilized conversation tool. Most people just wait their turn to speak without listening or try to fill the gaps of silence without having a point.
If you get yourself to be really happy and excited to see other people, they will react the same to you. It doesn't always happen the first time, but it will definitely happen next time.
I like this one.
If you keep doing that to everyone, you will seem very fake to me.
The moment your alarm wakes you up, immediately react by sitting up. Pump your fists and shout, "Yeah."
This is going to scare the shiz out of my cat.
I really want to try this but fear that I won't.
Deleted.
I'm curious about open and closed-ended questions. Can you tell me more? Seriously, that is great advice. Makes a big difference.
I learned this on here a few years ago. For anyone in customer service or works for many different situations. But CS is a big one. Put a mirror behind you at the counter. This way angry customers who approach you will have to see themselves in the mirror behind you, and the chances of them behaving irrationally lowers significantly. No one wants to see themselves act like a dickhead.
This is one of the reasons why many bars install large mirrors behind them. The main reason is so the bartender can see who is where and if any new customers approach at all times. But there are other reasons as well. If you're ever tending bar and a customer approaches you directly and starts getting upset or angry, just take a deep breath and step slightly to either side and lean on the bar using either your right or left elbow only. If you move your head out of the way just fast enough to break eye contact, they will be briefly forced to stare at themselves. Even if you don't move fast enough, peripheral vision always seems to notice that familiar face. Also, leaning in puts you in a position of power for quite a few reasons. Only the proudest of assholes are immune.
Chew gum when you're approaching a situation that would make you nervous, like public speaking or bungee jumping. I can't remember where I heard it, but apparently if we are eating something in our brains trip and it reasons I would not be eating if I were danger. So I'm not in danger. Has helped calm me a few times.
I used to debate with a sandwich in high school. Well, not with an actual sandwich. I'd bring it for eating.
I sort of wondered why I was so addicted to gum for a while. I used to use it to calm myself down during anxiety attacks. I got some jaw problems and had to switch to mints. They help as well, but lesser so. And now I'm out of mints and OHGODWHEREAREMYMINTS.
Deleted.
I use exactly the tactic in the subway in the major city I live. Very effective. Took me some time to get that. But once you realize this, you can dance through the subways.
This assumes people around you have a modicum of self-awareness and pay attention to their surroundings. This is not a good assumption. I see people run into stationary objects regularly. Usually girls who are texting.
Pay attention to people's feet. If you approach two people in the middle of a conversation, and they only turn their torsos and not their feet, they don't want you to join in the conversation. Similarly, if you are in a conversation with a coworker who you think is paying attention to you and their torso is turned towards you but their feet are facing in another direction, they want the conversation to end. You should check out Carol Kinsey Goman's research on these types of things in the workplace.
What if they don't want to talk to you because all you ever do is look at their feet?
And according to Cece, it's how you figure out whether or not your slacker roommate is attracted to you.
Demonstrate value. Engage physically. Nurture dependence. Neglect emotionally. Inspire hope. Separate entirely.
No Dennis, no.
M. Move in. A. After. C. Completion.
Foot in the door phenomenon. People are more likely to agree to do a task for you if you ask them to do something simpler first.
Gradual commitment is a crazy thing. I've seen it happen and there is nothing you can do.
I think it's the other way around. You ask them to do an unreasonable task. And they'll say no, so then you ask for what you wanted. A much more reasonable task. And they're more likely to agree that way.
When you first meet people, try to notice their eye color while also smiling at them. It might be because you look for a second or two longer. But all I can tell you is that people really respond to it.